Let's continue now with the next game that we're going to cover, a big matchup in the AFC East, this one between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Whoever wins this game owns their destiny, or controls their destiny, rather, in the AFC playoff standings. The Dolphins come in with an 8-7 record, the Patriots at 7-8. Of course, these teams matched up in week 1 of the season, with the Dolphins getting the home win. This game is on CBS. Where I see it, the Patriots are a 2.5-point favorite. That shifted once the news came out about Tua Tagovailoa. So originally the Dolphins were favored in this game, but now the Patriots are the favorite, and the over-under set at 42 points. Some gambling trends before we go around and get everyone's analysis. The Dolphins are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings they've had with AFC East opponents, while the Patriots are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games against AFC opponents. The Dolphins are also 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 meetings with the Patriots. The under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between the two teams, and the under is 4-0 in the Patriots' last 4 games against AFC East opponents. Adam, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts on this big game in the AFC East between the Dolphins and Pats?
So it's supposed to be a little bit of weather in this game, some rain, some fog, 55 degrees. But this game completely changed for me with the news of Tua today. Obviously, this line opened up at -1 Miami, like you mentioned, and swung all the way to -2 New England. New England, had to come back last week in Cincinnati, had a chance there at the end of the game, and kind of threw it away. They did pick Burrow off twice, which is pretty impressive, but he did also throw for 375 yards and 3 touchdowns, which isn't good either. But I think with Tua in this game, obviously the Packers put pressure on him and really gave him trouble in the second half. But with him not being in this game, I think you have to lean New England here. I'd wait to see towards the end of the week if Tua does play. But for me, this outlook has completely changed with that news of Tua. If Tua does not play, I think you have to lean New England on this one for sure.
Lope, what are your thoughts on this one? Do your Dolphins come through?
Obviously, want to wait and see and hope Tua passes the concussion protocol. They've won the last 4 games against New England. I think Tua is actually undefeated versus Belichick. But for now, I would say the under's probably going to be the play, but I can't rightfully put money on a winner quite yet until I know about Tua, but I would slightly lean towards the Patriots in the under right now.
Lope, it's like you're looking right at my notes right now. I feel very much the same way. I actually really like Teddy Bridgewater to cover this game if ultimately the points get to +3. So if I can get +4.5, I really like Teddy Bridgewater to cover, because I think that the Patriots are going to have a really tough time with Waddle and Tyreek Hill. This Patriots secondary is not as good as it's been in years past, whether with J.C. Jackson or Stephon Gilmore. So there's a lot of reasons for me to believe that they'll have trouble with some of these wide receivers. That said, I do have a sneaking suspicion that this game is going to be a brutal one in terms of picking a money line. So I'm going to avoid it for now, much like Lope. I'm not touching the money line. I do love the under in this play. So under 43.5 points is probably my favorite play right now. But again, I would very much consider Miami to cover, especially if you get the points to lift just up enough so you can get it above 4 points. Appreciate all of you joining us. Make sure you're following us at Fumble Sports on TikTok, Instagram.